Hang on to your seat, baby, because this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
What is going on, entertainment? So today I'm coming to y'all with another video. We talking baddies. Okay, episode 6. Before I get started, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what y'all think about this video. Okay, so this episode is one of the funniest episodes I've seen in a minute. So they did their one with the edits. Like, this is why, like, it's really great to put the girls in closed corridors, on the buses, houses, because that's where you get the content. When y'all separate them and put this on a jet and have the cast somewhere else, y'all not gonna get no good content out of this. So shout out to them, because this episode had me cracking up. The episode opens up with Lex and Big Ivory. Ivory, you met your match. Let me pepper say, I'm gonna cast a 9-foot Amazon ass bitch, and she's gonna be named Big Lex. Okay. I'm sorry, Lex tore her. The first 2 rounds, Lex tore Ivory. Ivory got mad that last round and really started going ham. That's why she started to back Lex into that corner. But Lex won those 2 rounds, and she tore her out the frame. Lex tore her out the frame, and it's okay. Okay, a lot of the Big Ivory fans, a lot of y'all are a little bit delusional because y'all not used to seeing her losing. Okay, I know Ferrari is sitting somewhere in a bubble bath laughing in a tub. China from .stv, she's icing her wound still to this day, probably laughing. Okay, we have Hood Baby somewhere in the hood cackling. Like, all of Ivory's ops found joy in this episode, because she did get tore by Lex the first 2 rounds. Okay. Now, Ivory, after the first 2 rounds or whatever, we see Outboy said that the hits was so loud it started sounding like a Michael Jackson song. It did sound like a Michael Jackson song. You know, do you remember the time? You know, when he do that breakdown, it was a boop, bop, boop, bop, boop. It was like that. Do you remember the time when we fall in love? And then when he do that little dance break with the long hair, it did kind of sound like that. So our boy V was not lying. Now, Ivory, why did you try to put that George Washington wig and hide that damn knot? Ivory said, let me try to put his George Washington wig and hide this knot real quick. She starts to go around the girls and ask them about, you know, the knot. She's like, not where? Because Lex is like, you got that knot on your head though. Check that knot on your head. She goes to Jayla. She's like, what knot? Jayla's over there like, she's trying so hard not to bust out laughing, because Big Ivory would have probably tore her for giggling. Because one thing about that Big Ivory, if y'all have watched on the other network, .stv, she might hit you after a squabble if you piss her off. So Jayla, you did the right thing by not saying anything, because it could have ended up with you getting squabbled. But she might get you for that confessional. Y'all saw their fake for that. Y'all did not tell that girl she had that knot on her head and let her be denied by that knot on her head. Okay? What I didn't like was when they were snatching each other's wigs off and stuff like that. Ivory, you hypocritical, because you was like, haha, I got your wig. And then when Lex got your wig, you said, it's just a wig. Is it a wig? Or like, I hate when people do that. Like, you just literally did the same thing. She literally did the same thing to you that you did to her, but then you try to call her out about it. It doesn't make any sense. Okay? That damn Ivory, she snuck off out of the room. She went up the stairs. We see a takeaway, just her going up the stairs. Let me tell y'all, this is why .stv Zeus stay on y'all ass. Because let me tell y'all what .stv would do. They would have a cameraman follow her, so that way she could check herself out in the mirror and notice the knot, and her putting Neosporin and ice over that knot. But Zeus, I don't know what be up with y'all. Y'all be having like 2 cameramen working in the day or something, because they would have followed Big Ivory up them stairs, so we could see what you doing, girl. I'm just saying. All right? Y'all let her sneak off into the abyss. Now let's see if we would have followed her. Now, Ivory also in this scene calls Lex like a clout chaser. I hate when people say that word, especially on Zeus and on the TV. If you're going on any of these networks, you are a clout chaser. Why are you there if you're not chasing clout and money? What's the purpose? You're literally there to chase clout to get bigger opportunities, so you could get a bigger name. I hate that word, and I hate when it's used as an insult, because you're clout chasing to get on. Everybody on the show is a clout chaser, in my opinion. Because if you're not chasing clout and the money, why are you there? I hate that. I hate when they say that to each other because it don't make no goddamn sense. Now, Lex, let go of that Jayla beef because it makes you look foolish as hell. You were not there last season, so you shouldn't have so strong of an opinion as to what went down because you were not there. You're not a commentator. You're not a YouTuber like us. We have that opinion. I'm just saying, it's like, it's one thing to have it and to commentate, but to say it as if you know it for fact, as if you were there, and to say, you know, you were a bully last season, blase, blase. Although I think that bully word, like I said, I think it's still a stretch, and I don't think she bullied Gretch. I will say with Jayla, she picks and chooses. That's why she wanted to beef so much with Biggie, but then Big Ivory, she squabbled her one time, and it was, oh, we're cool. You know what I'm saying? That was it. So I would say she picks and chooses, but I don't think she was. I would say she was bullied. Okay, so they sort of not really talk it out, but Jayla calls Lex Jack and the Beanstalk. Bitch, I screamed. You ate that, okay? That was funny. So Natalie ends up FaceTiming Tinka, acting as if she has no clue what's going on in the house. Natalie's so full of crap. Like, I swear to God. She's like, guys, what's going on? Scotty, you fought again? Whoa, this is a new season. I'm like, you know damn well LB Pepper and them are texting you updates as things go on in the house. Don't act like you just are so like unknown as to what's going on. But of course, it wouldn't be Baddies without a squabble and a club appearance. So it's time for them to go to the club appearance for the episode. So she tells her to gather up all the baddies so they can head out. So it's my favorite part of the episode, which is the getting ready montage. And all the girls are getting ready. We see Yoshi. By the way, I forgot Yoshi was on the show. I was like, who's that? And then the girl that had the big glass, I'm like, oh, that's Yoshi. Summer's getting ready montages are the funniest. I don't care what nobody says. Because this is Summer. She, Liddy. Like, you know, you don't get ready like that. Like, you just do all that for the camera. And it's like, this is why Summer is so funny and great for the show, because she makes you laugh unintentionally. Like, that part had me cracking up because it's the way that she was getting ready for me. You would have thought the bitch was already at the club of beers, the way she was getting ready. Lex looked really bomb in that new green confessional with the bows and everything like that. Like, the girls are really stepping up the confessional games this season. So shout out to the glam teams of the girlies because they're really eating. They really are eating. Okay. Now she threw a little bit of shade at Ivory and her getting ready montage. She said, oh, you know, I'm getting ready, no scars, no marks, you know, pretty baddie, you know, getting ready for Not on the Town. Say what you want, but Ivory had been late to 2 club appearances because of Lex. One because of her lip, because of the piercing, but y'all be ignoring the fact that Lex nose started bleeding because her piercing, but Ivory's lip is okay because she had a piercing too, but y'all let that slide? Okay. And then also, this episode, because of the forehead is some more ish. So, yeah, that says a lot. So on the way there, they start, the girls arguing on the bus. Scotty ends up bringing this dog. Like, Scotty, is it an emotional support dog or is the dog there for fashions? We need to know this because you're bringing the dog and the puppy in danger. Okay, now what if one day you get into a squabble with one of these bitches and they take the dog and they run? Now you got the dog in danger. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's a little selfish, no cap. You ain't blind, bitch, where the dog gotta guide you. You feel me? So it's sort of like, why does the dog have to go everywhere without a sitter? I understand if somebody's watching the dog, but she had it on the bus. She put him behind his door and said, sit, and then left. Now, on the bus, you could tell Summer talks so much. Okay? You could tell she talked half of the ride and half of the bus ride to the damn booking. And apparently, the girl that was after her during that last booking might have been showing up tonight. And she like, nah, these wanna play with me because these bitches is haters. Like that bitch Mariah. And our boys like, Mariah who? Mariah Carey? She's talking about Mariah Lynn. Now, Natalie's messy ass ends up calling Mariah Lynn on the phone to tell her that, Summer's been popping it about her. That damn Mariah was probably so excited to get a call from Natalie, thinking it was going to be a confirmation call for her to be on this season. And nah, bitch, she was just using storylines. You so wrong for doing that, Natalie, because all you did was get Mariah's hopes up that she might be coming back to the season. And she didn't. Okay. We heard a little bit of the phone call, not even the whole entire thing. Like we heard like two seconds of it. I will say though, it would have been pretty funny how Mariah Lynn back and seeing what Summer would have to say about her. So the girls get to the club and they start performing. We see Jasmine Renee perform. That song was cute when it has the dude talking and giving like feedback talk while she's talking her ears, talking about don't gas me. That was cute. Akbar V did her thing on there as well. The thing is with Akbar V, like, don't get me wrong, from what I've heard freestyle wise, it's not bad. But the problem that Akbar V is missing is that one hit. Even Jane Alexis is known for that one hit. Although I think she's trash. Although some of my entertainers apparently love her. You know what I'm saying? Like, she doesn't have that one hit where it's like, if you book her, she gonna perform that one hit. That's just what I think. Because I can't think of any of her songs at the top of my head. I just can't. Okay? Now, Big Ivory ends up getting there late. Now, I remember this video of Ivory showing up late to the club and having to stand there looking mad. And now, seeing this episode, it makes so much sense now. That's why she was mad. Because that Big Lex just tore her out the frame. And she was pissed and livid that she had got there late. Okay? Because of Big Lex. They end up letting her on stage or whatever. And then the crowd starts chanting for DTB. Out of all the girls, because we're going to talk about who's the best artist soon, I feel like DTB out of all of the girls has the most star potential and has the best I would say outcoming of being the biggest artist out of all of the girls there. And the reason why is because she has the fan base and I think she has a work ethic for it and she already has some catchy songs. So that's why I feel like she has the best chance out of making it out of music more than any of the girls. Okay? She starts performing, talking about whoop that hoe, whoop that hoe, whoop that hoe. Next thing you know, them bitches started actually whooping that hoe. They start squabbling in there. I hate when the girls that are not on Baddies just start fighting in the middle of the club or just find at events thinking that Zeus is going to show their face. Y'all did not sign a waiver. You're not being shown on Baddies. Your face isn't being shown. Your body might, but your face is not going to be shown. So you're literally fighting for no reason. You might as well go to the auditions and do your big one, like they said, because it's just going to all be pointless. So it's the next day, you guys, because after that fight, they told the girls to get up out of there. That's what the edit looked like, at least. They got up out of there. So it's the next day, and the girls are going to an apple cider place, right? To make apple cider and get donuts, right? So they get on the bus. On the way there, they start recapping what happened. They asked Jayla what happened with her and Big Lex. She says, I'm not too much with the tongue wrestling. We're gonna squabble with anything. Jayla, please. You know damn well you talk somebody out of a damn hole. What you talking about? You're not too much with the tongue wrestling. Stop it, okay? And then they also asked Scotty about Emma. So she says she fought Emma again, and she ends up calling out Natalie. Okay, Natalie over there in the corner looking like Cindy Lauper. Phone rings in the middle of the night. My daddy said, "Why you gotta be better shot o'clock?" Oh, baby, oh, daddy, dear, you know you're still number one. But baddies, they want to have fun. Okay, with them pink dreads. I said, is that Cyndi Lauper? No, that was Natalie. Okay, she's sitting in there. Scotty calls her off. Scotty's like, you are so fake. And Natalie likes Emma, y'all. She likes Emma. I told y'all, Emma is Natalie's niece. They casted her to get Scotty for what she did in Jamaica, for her in that bathroom, for tearing Natalie out the frame in that bathroom. I told y'all they somewhat related. Y'all don't see the chin. Y'all don't see the facial structure. I'm just saying. They both start calling each other out about how they're fake because basically, apparently, Natalie unfollowed her because of something dealing with DJ Sky, and she feels as if, why are you dealing with my ops? If after you get mad at me for messing around with your ops, like how is that even a fair situation? For you to expect loyalty out of Natalie Scotty at this point, it's like ridiculous. She don't like you like that, okay? Natalie at that point gets so mad. She's just like, oh my God, you're so annoying. You're like a ditz. Like, like, because you're annoying. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to make her a star. I'm like, see, you done messed up, Scotty. You just let Natalie know that girl Emma got you a little bit shook and bothered. So guess what? She gonna hype her up and try to bring her into the in crowd, which Natalie has been trying to do. Okay, she's hanging out with Emma, hanging out, pushing out Emma. You see what I'm saying? So it's like she kept her word. So Scotty, you kind of yourself in the foot by doing that, because now she's trying to replace you. But we'll see what happens. Also, on the way there, we started a debate about this rap song. So Natalie decides she wants to make a rap song. Okay, Squirrel, move over. We Are the World. We Are the Baddies. Okay, y'all could really do a whole storyline about doing a Baddies album. We're gonna keep it back, but they wanted to do a Baddies track. And Natalie's like, who's like all rappers? As if she didn't know. So all the girls started talking about how they rap, whatever. Rolly puts it out there that she think Akbar V is the best rapper on the bus. See, Rolly, this is why, you feel me? I say that DTB out of all of them has the most star potential. Because, bitch, you rap. How you going to say another girl is a better rapper than you on the bus? You already lost. You better say yourself. Somebody asked you who's the best YouTuber on me. I'm funny. What you talking about? Like, you crazy. Like, it's good, of course, to give somebody else props. Don't get me wrong, but it's like, that's your same niche, girl. You better pop your ish while you can, Rolly. This baddie train not gonna last forever. I'm just saying. So she says that Al is the best rapper and lyricist on the bus. Jayla backs her up. Jayla's like, yes, Akbar V is the best rapper and lyricist on here, y'all. She's the best one. Biggie all of a sudden gets, but she's like, bro, y'all start to piss me off, bro. Let me move out of here, bro. She starts moving on to the other side of the bus. Biggie, you do need to dress a little bit more flattering for yourself, because that belly was belly. I'm just saying, like, it's okay to be whatever size you are, but it's like you have to dress appropriately for your body type. And it's like, y'all got on Meatball for that. So keep the same energy with Big Biggie, because that outfit was crazy, Biggie. Okay, you look like you was busting out the seams, literally. Like, it was just like, She starts to go over on the other side of the bush. She's like, bro, what you talking about? So Ticka's like, okay, Rolly, okay, Biggie, you the best rapper here. She's like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Ticka, because I don't know why these niggas playing, bro. So apparently she felt offended because she didn't feel like nobody was giving her credit as like a rapper. But it's like, Biggie only really had one song. What we doing? Reposado, eating bitches and gelato. Okay, that's what we only really know about you as a rapper. And also, she really wasn't even mad about the rapping situation. Around this time, y'all, Al Barbie had been talking about a lot of crap online about Biggie and how she's not standing up for herself and how she's letting the girls kind of bully her and push her around. That's why she felt away about Akbar V already, because Akbar V was already online talking crap. That's why Biggie felt away. So that's what they sort of leave it out. That's what she said. That's what she online talking all this though. That's what she online talking. Oh, okay. Akbar V decides to get up and spit a rap diss line. It says, Biggie, I got 100 for Biggie because I call that bitch Piggy. Word to my mama. Summer mama. She does something like that. Does like a diss or something to try to get Biggie. In my opinion, it didn't really eat as much as she thought it did because I didn't really get it. Okay? Now Biggie starts to clown her and tells her to stand on them 12 feet, not 10 toes, 12 toes that she got.
Stand 12 toes down on them toes like you do.
Now, this is what Biggie was referring to. This is why you don't be posting certain things on the internet. Because we would have never known that you got 12 toes, Akbar, if you didn't put that on the internet. Now she using it as a form of clowning you. This little piggy went to the baddie's house. This little piggy did baddie shot o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Not gonna lie, Biggie, you ate that. I'll give it that. I give it that. But the baddie to me with the best rap potential is Diamond. Not because I like her. It's only because of what I've seen. She's very consistent. I could tell she really has the love for music, and she has a huge fan base. It's not easy nowadays to make it without that backing. And I feel like she has a great backing already. People are going to support her, and people are already talking about her music. Line that up. Line that up. Da, 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 da. Like, she literally made that whole song and centered around her getting into that fight with Tasiki and everything like that. Like, she's great when it comes to marketing. So it's like, but y'all be loving to call people clout chasers and stuff, not knowing they low-key doing it for money purposes. That's on another subject. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's why I feel like she has the most potential out of all the girls, if we really want to be honest. Okay, so the girls get to the apple cider place, and we get this lady. First of all, this lady looks very much red zone. That's all I'm saying. The girls that don't know, she gets very much red state, if you get what I'm saying. So she tells the girls what they're going to do. She's going to split them into 3 groups. Like Summer said, I was very much like, oh my God, they got these girls in a red zone. Okay? Because it's like, we're not in the type of environment that we were in years past. So it's like, we shouldn't be in red zones, just in a big group of people. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, so after she explains everything that went down, Bad Dolly goes up to Anna and says, oh, and just know we still, it's still smoke up with you, bitch. It's still smoke up with you. It sort of knocks her shoulder back, right? Here's my whole thing. Dolly shouldn't have did that. Let me tell you, because I'm somebody who sees the behind the scenes and the effery of what's going on and peeps the behind the scenes effery that's going on. I feel like around this time they told Dolly, you got to fight or you getting up out of here, because soon we're going to get rid of a couple girls and we're going to need you to squabble. So I don't know who you got to fight, who you got to start up with, but like, you ain't getting that much camera time. You do know that, right? And we need you to either stay and start some drama or get up out of here. And that's why Yoshi, spoiler alert, soon is gone because we don't see her. Okay? So I think that's why she did that with Anna, which to me was dead ass wrong. You should have fought her when y'all first got there. Just how Summer ran up on Anna, you should have did that too. That's just how I feel. Because then that would have been your storyline. Let's really be honest. This is what it's about, y'all. It's storyline mechanics. That's what it is. Okay? So she was dead ass wrong for doing that to Anna Mac. She pushes her back. Anna Mac can butt by like 70 pounds. So she's like, oh, Biggie starts taking off her purse and stuff because she thinks they're about to squabble. So next thing you know, Tasiki comes and she's like, wait, what's up? What's up? What's going on? Who are you? Okay, she starts to sort of try to facilitate the situation, telling her to back up, and then she looks like Dolly looked like she was gonna kind of stop and try to like talk to Tasiki. Next thing you know, Tasiki pushes her hard, and you could tell like Tasiki could push you light and it still feel hard because the bitch got like man hands. So like when she pushed Dolly probably felt like she got assaulted. So she had a cup. Now Dolly claims this is Minute Maid lemonade, but Tasiki claims that it's pure alcohol. So she ends up throwing it at her. What y'all don't see, if y'all haven't seen it on the blogs, there's a slowed down version, and Tinka threw alcohol in Dolly's eye. I'm really mad at Tinka for this because you ruined a good squabble. You miscolored bitch, like playing, but it's like it really pissed me off because it's like we could have got a real good squabble, but because you threw the alcohol in her eye, we didn't get that. And I don't think that whatever was in that cup was alcohol, because best to believe, even though sugar and juice, it would still burn, it's not going to burn as much as alcohol. I can guarantee you that. You can still kind of see whether it be juice or whatever sugary juice that it is or whatever, right? You can still sort of see alcohol. It literally is going to burn. It's going to be like a bad sensation that you're going to want to turn. That's why I really do believe Dolly when she said it was Minute Maid lemonade in that cup. Okay? She turned around. She starts to kind of like, I guess, get herself together because of the alcohol. Tasiki follows her and says, shaboop, bop, boop, boop. I don't care what nobody says. Y'all going to have to stop overhyping Tasiki. Dolly did not fall. Her one eye was a little bit lazy, don't get me wrong, but she didn't have no knots on her forehead like Big Ivory. You feel me? She didn't lose a tooth. She wasn't bloody by the nose or mouth. Y'all do a lot. Y'all think Tasika's like heavy world Floyd Mayweather. And y'all seen what happened to Ivory this episode. There's always somebody out there. And her day will come. Just like Ivory's day came this episode with Big Lex. So the people that's like overhyping her, y'all do a lot. I'm not gonna ever sit here and say, Dolly won. I don't think she won, but I do feel like she held her own. Because like everybody else, she didn't get knocked to the floor. E.T., at one point, she stumbled to the floor. And a lot of people aren't mentioning this fight was like 2-3 seconds. Y'all act like this was like 2 minutes straight. Like this was like 2-3 seconds. This is why it pisses me off that Tinka did that, because you robbed us. You literally robbed us. It was automatic for me. That bitch was screaming bloody murder. She's like, Tifa! 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 Stop it, Tifa! I was like, do you want her to defend you or not? Because she's fighting in your honor. And I didn't like the comments Tasiki made with Captain Save-A-Ho or something. Like, just say you defending your friend. Like, you ain't got to play no Captain Save-A-Ho, none of that. You defending your friend, which we wanted you to do since forever, okay? Since y'all used to get on everybody else that was around House B that never did anything, was standing right there. So it's sort of like, that's what we wanted you to do. Just say you defending your friend. You ain't got to say Captain Save-A-Ho. I feel away if I was Animat, because bitch, what hoe you saving? Don't save her. You don't want to be saved. Like, I'm just saying, Automat didn't want to be saved, obviously, the way that she was screaming bloody murder. Tifa! Stop it, Tifa! Okay? They pulled Tasiki aside. She's like, oh my God, she threw that drink in my eye. They trying to get her together, whatever. Meanwhile, Dolly is trying to get her bearings together. And Natalie walks over. Oh my God, what happened? Why did you throw the drink at her though? But why would you do that? And to Bad Dolly's like, you need to watch such and such video or something like that. She's like, but I don't watch her. I don't watch them. But why did you throw that drink though? Okay. I hate when Natalie does this. Like, girl, stop. It's the whole innocent act for me. Why? No, damn well we filming a show called Baddies. Like, that's what I love with Bad Dolly said. Natalie, please. She said, Natalie, stop. There's something in my eye, okay? Now, like, so one of the group of girls finally do what they really came there to do, which is like the donuts. The purpose of the scene was actually going there and making the donuts and seeing how the donuts are made. And then we see a cutaway scene of Pretty P and then Tinka. I was shocked. The way that Pretty P was popping it at the mouth, like I thought Tinka was gonna just bin pop her. Like Tinka kind of waited before she really did anything. And I just want to know, like, what was the conversation with this apple cider venue? Like, did they let them know, like, hey, we might have a couple of fights. They're staged, so don't worry. It's all scripted. Outside of the venue. So, if you see, a couple girls pulling hair or like fighting, it's just all scripted content. Okay? Thanks. Like, I just want to know what was the conversation when y'all agreed to show up to this venue. Because it couldn't have been we filming a reality show about fighting. Pretty P is like, oh, Tinker, you talk so damn much, and you ugly as hell. God bless you with a booty and some titties because you ugly. Because you ugly. And then Tinker's like, no, I know I'm beautiful. She said, nah, you almost pretty. She ate with that. You ate with that, Pretty P, okay? So Pretty P is just like, you ain't bullying me, huh? I ain't scared of you. You ain't bullying nothing, though. Yeah, huh? I was like, Pretty P was dressed like she was gonna go to a baby shower. But she's standing there. Next thing you know, Tinka is the pop of her. This is why I say I wonder what was the conversation with the venue, because they're like right near the entrance. So they start separating them. And the next thing you know, Summer want to jump into the squabble. But before that happens, we see DTB make a beeline up the hill and ends up socking Pretty P on the side of her face. Now, was that what you and Pretty P was whispering about? That was what you and Pretty P was whispering about in that little corner? Because we all seen that picture, okay? She has a boop on the side of her head, but it looked like Pretty P sort of dragged you, Diamond. Because she had you like this. All we saw was Diamond sat in her head in the middle of the security, and all we see was Pretty P standing up doing something like this. And then Summer jumps in. Summer like, you ain't nothing, baby. Oh, my mama. Here's the thing with Summer. Like, we get it. But you ain't got to jump in and be in the midst of every situation. Because then you start looking sort of crazy and attention seeking. Okay? So that part, she didn't have to really jump in there because it was sort of ridiculous. Like, you didn't have to be a part of Pretty P getting into it with the girls because she already had two people on her. She didn't it didn't require a third. And y'all don't really have beef like that. And please let your mama rest. Like, I'm sorry. You put too much on your mama. Like, you need to let her rest. Just stop, okay? I've been seeing posts talking about, Pretty P mama. I'm like, y'all, she has said, her mom is no longer with us. So it's sort of like, stop putting so much on her mom, on your mama. They finally separate Pretty P. She starts yelling insults at the girl. She like, Diamond, I'm gonna knock your other tooth out. Tinker, you ugly as hell. So the girls finally get inside, right? And they're like having fun. Mind you, I think that whole Pretty P situation, I feel like it was a little staged and set up. It's obvious. And that Diamond whispering picture, it didn't help anything. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. The girls had to really, conjure up beefs in order to stay on the season. All right. Now, they finally get inside and they having fun. It looks like they ran into some white baddie fans because they was rapping post for me, ass fat, tummy, period. Okay, because their faces were blurred out, but you could clearly see that they were white. So it's good though that Natalie is really international. You remember when she said, "Yeah, I'm international, bitch." Like, she really is international now. Speaking of international, okay, not really, but Tinka. This is the best I've seen Tinka look. This is the best confessional look I've seen from Tinka. Shout out to Tinka, okay? Shout out to you, Tinka Bell. Now, I don't give her props a lot, but they were due. You're winning tonight. So after that, y'all, they get back on the bus, and y'all, boy, times have changed. We went from one time in the history of Rosa Parks fighting to be able to not sit in the back of the bus. And now we're on this episode to where Emma is being humiliated for sitting in the back of the bus. It's like, boy, have times changed. So Scotty, not gonna lie, Scotty ate with this. She notices that Emma is in the back of the bus eating a salad, not talking to nobody. Can you really blame Emma though? Because they got y'all packed on this bus like a pack of sardines, and she just sitting in the back, making sure that nobody's breathing hot air on her salad, her chicken salad, okay? Because she's eating a chicken salad. You feel me? So that's all she's doing in the back. But Scotty's point is, how you gonna call me boring, but you are boring yourself? Which, like I said, I told y'all, Emma isn't the most interesting person. So it's like a battle of the boring bitches. So she ends up telling Tinka to get Emma so that way she could sort of clown her. Tinka funny go talk about this my bitch Emma, and she runs the South. She runs the South, okay? The only thing Scotty should have really did is pop her. Scotty ends up getting up, starts popping her ish. Please put your ass cheeks away. At this point, it's giving Sandy. Okay, all we need is literally Scotty to have something to clench, because it's like your ass cheeks, we're seeing it too much now. It's like a cast member at this point. But I do feel like she ate Emma, I fear. I'm sorry, because it's like you can't gag me for what basically you are. Okay. And Emma to me didn't really have a great comeback. Like she didn't have really a comeback at all. So the episode we see at the end, this was given like BGC 10 with Rocky and Valentina and them was fighting. Pretty P gets there. She starts putting her stuff down. Summer gets there, start putting her stuff down. We see Dolly get there, putting her stuff down. So next thing you know, we see Summer and Pretty P end up getting a squabbling. Summer is not a fighter. That Pretty P, I feel like, is very underrated. A lot of y'all so worried about her grill, meaning her mouth. We know she, like this. She real gummy. You feel me? But she's very underrated as a baddie, in my opinion, because she tore Summer. That's why Dolly had to jump in, because she saw that Summer was getting tore up out the frame. Okay? But Dolly, this not your fight to fight. I know that's your duo for the season, but Summer talks a lot of crap, and she's going to have to take that L on her own, just like Automac should. Okay? Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. This was a really funny episode to me, and I keyed a whole lot throughout it. Let me know what y'all think down below, and we're all babies.
No personal thing.